Hey guys, what's up? It's Soup77 and welcome back to Be Happy With Me. Picking up not too long we left off, let's hop right into it, shall we? Alright, so I've done some moving things around. As you can see, all of these bad boys are gone. And, in fact, they've all been migrated in here. I've also grabbed and used all of the extra gold I had. I had like 70, 80 blocks of gold. Ridiculous amount of gold I had. And all the wood, and I upgraded all of these guys, so now they're all ×5 storage. Hopefully, this will help me take care of that. I also packed another one on top of this one. Apparently, it can take multiple upgrades, so now this is ×15, which is a huge, huge benefit. So, super happy about that. That's gonna be a lot more storage to work with. Let's see. I think what I want to get started on now is a little bit of automation of the Botania stuff, because I'm going to need a lot more mana for other things, while my bees are generating more petals and whatnot for me. And I think what I can do is I could set up a simple, do they have that here? Hourglass. Now, here we go. Hovering hourglass with a monosteel ingot, some mana glass, gold, and redstone. I can use this to make a timer. And I also want to do an open crate, which is just living wood planks. That's it. With that, I can actually feed a bunch of bees into a hopper, into the open crate, and then the hourglass will sit there next to it, and will tick over every, I don't know, 10 seconds, give or take, 8 seconds. And will drop bees to be consumed. So, that'd be pretty useful. Okay, so I saw earlier that you guys left a comment. First off, that apparently I'm really good at attracting Endermen, which is right. They just can't get enough of me, it seems. And just went over there, and another one was tooling around here somewhere. And that's that's probably true. I'm really good at attracting Endermen. They just can't get enough. So, and I'm sure they'll get tired and leave me alone eventually. But until that day, I guess I'll just have to take solace that they're interested enough to stick around and scream at me. Oh. There, perfect. Glass, perfect. Okay. Another thing is, speaking of, hey, hi. Go away. No, don't like you. You, sir, are adopted. Ha, gotcha. Perfect. Extra ender pearl, not bad. Oh yes, I need gold now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So another thing I could say was, I could, if you guys were interested, talk about some of my Dungeons and Dragons experience. Now, I don't know how many of you have played D&D. I'm guessing by the fact that you're watching a Minecraft video, you've probably looked at the game. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I played D&D a lot when I was younger. I mean, I was all into it. My sister, my older sister, actually got me into it. Funny enough. She had a couple of friends who were big into D&D, and they were just, and so I basically forced them to add me into it so that I could play D&D along with them. My very first character was a dwarven fighter named Tyrzin, Tyrzin, and he was woefully cut down in the prime of his life in the second encounter by a stray flaming arrow shot by my sister, and that was kind of sad. I was very, very depressed at that point in time. I was basically shouting at my mom to tell Nicole, my sister, to let me play again. Let me get into the character so I can play some more. Yeah, it was very sad. I've played a number of other campaigns, and I've had a lot more fun, and I've played a lot more varied playing experiences too. One of my favorite, I had a campaign in which we were fighting. It was a pre-written module called the Age of Worms, and it was we had to stop this demigod named Caius the Worm God from ascending to godhood. And the only way to do that was we had to kind of figure out what was going on, where he was going to be reborn as a god, and how to figure out what we needed to do to defeat him. And this was a lengthy campaign. There's a lot of political intrigue added into it. There was a lot of just crazy stuff going on, and we had to, let's see, we basically progressed from level 1 all the way to level 21. We into the epic tier, and it was fun, to be honest. Let me just reduce this. I think I did actually provide it. Is there a way to throttle it? Oh, I know. Okay, so I don't use the open crate. Instead, I need to use a dropper. Anyways, so the character that I played in this game was a paladin. Because I pretty much always play paladins. I love playing the paladin character. I'm the goody two shoes kind of guy. So I played, hey buddy, this character, Sir Janus Belker of the Belker family. He was, he's kind of a stout, sturdy fellow, but he had an unescapable sense of justice, and he carried his family blade, the Belker family longsword. And this sword, gradually, over time, became more powerful as he carried it. He did not trade it for anything. He would always have the sword with him. It was his weapon of choice. So by the time that we actually got to the point of we had to fight this Belker and take it down, it had become an artifact of its own of immense power, and it was actually really cool. Okay, so this is going to be close. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so we have the dropper. Not there. Not there. Dropper there. Ah, crap. I really need to fix this flooring. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So, one of the coolest parts of this character of mine, he would hold on to artifacts and stuff that he's found on his journeys. So one of them was he found a diadem of wisdom. It's a simple magical trinket that adds 2 to your wisdom score. He also found he kept a hold of that, and actually it became this actually pretty potent magical artifact that was perfect for taking out Caius. Actually gave him a huge benefit against the evil worm god. His sword became a holy sword. Also became super intelligent, and all this cool stuff. And it was awesome. Oh god, I loved it so much. Just kept kicking so much butt. His friends were overpowered as well. We had a cleric in the party who was able to take down a graveyard, which is a type of enormous undead amalgamation, by using mass heal repeatedly. Like, mass heal, just constantly doing mass heal, and everything was just it was just exploding. It was ridiculous. There, let's put it on 4 second delay. Boop, there we go. There. Steady trickle. That'll do. So what I do is just keep giving it bees, and it'll keep feeding me mana. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So that's I've had a lot of D&D adventures. I've had so many more. I've played like years and years of it in high school, and I remember we did an Eberron campaign. We did Greyhawk. We did Pathfinder. All kinds of different campaign settings, and it was just so much fun. I really enjoyed it. But I've also run games too. I've run a few D&D campaigns that really weren't much special, but I did remember running a Fallout tabletop game. There was a homebrew, what is it? A homebrew designed game for Fallout. It's called Fallout Pen and Paper. You actually could still find downloads of it now. You can search online. There's a website called No Mutants Allowed, or NMA, and they all have this available for download. It basically was the Fallout 2 and Fallout 1, how you could play those games on your tabletop. And it was fun. Oh god, it was so much fun. I ran a game, and we took place in just after the foundation of the NCR. So this is the Fallout 2 era, and we were the party had to they were first investigating a disturbance at a local town that they found themselves in. There was some weird stuff going on. There was some missing Brahmin. There were people also reporting strange things in the night, that sort of thing. And eventually they found out that there was apparently a shelter, a ruined bunker not too far away. It was a small industrial complex that housed some survivors. It wasn't a vault. It was just a makeshift shelter. So it was obviously in big disarray, and the people there actually were ghouls because they couldn't fully escape all the radiation. Bye-bye. Nice knowing you, jerk. But they had the choice of either eradicating the ghouls or striking out a peace agreement, because all the ghouls wanted was food. They needed food. They needed supplies. They needed some food, some fruits and vegetables from the town's farms. They needed meat, and they had supplies. And what they were willing to offer is offering technology and technical expertise, which the farms could then use to bolster their crops and stuff like that. And many of the party were all like, "No, they're ghouls. They're bad. We need to kill them." Well, the leader of the party, a suave and charming guy by the name of Tony Smokewood, said, wait, hold on a second. This could be benefit us both. We could have a really good thing going here. And he struck up the accord, and over time, he worked with this town and these ghouls, and eventually founded a whole new town called Smokewood, after himself, because he's a little bit of an ego. And found this town called Smokewood, and he was like the mayor, became the mayor of Smokewood. And all the players were like, "Hey, this is actually kind of fun," and we just kept into it, and it just kept going and going and stuff like this. It was just crazy fun. Everyone who was in that game, and I recall when I asked them about that, they said that they really thoroughly enjoyed. They thoroughly enjoyed the game. They enjoyed how open-ended it was and how I rolled with the punches, and it's one of their favorite tabletop games they've played. So it was tons of fun. I really had to say, I really enjoy tabletop games. I mean, I think that there is a great amount of fun that you can have from a tabletop game, and I'm a little saddened when some people say that, oh, you shouldn't do a tabletop games, you shouldn't play this kind of games because, you know, they're the devil and they're not good for you and they'll rot your brain and that kind of thing and make you believe unrealistic things. Honestly, that's a bunch of bull poop. So, because tabletop games help you expand your imagination, they help you think, they help you sort things out and come up with cool stories and really, you know, get into the creative process because it helps you think outside of what you're normally used to. It lets you take on a role. It lets you do all this cool stuff. And so yeah, if you have the opportunity to play a tabletop game, you know, role-playing game like D&D or like Werewolf or Fallout or Exalted, any kind of games like that, do it. You really should. You really enjoy it. I'm sure of it. At least I hope so. So, anyway, so I think this is probably a good place for me to go and pause here for now. Didn't do a whole lot because of the talkie, but we got a steady supply of mana going in now, which is super awesome. I mean, God, look at all that mana we have. Not so much over here, but plenty in this pool. And this thing is chugging along nicely. We still have 227 bees to go through in this dropper. And the begonias are certainly having at it. I might make things a little faster. I might do it like a 2. Let's do that. 2. Well, it'll take them at a greater frequency, I suppose. But, that should be fine. It'll be fine. So, anyways, so yeah, if you guys want, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Tell like what your favorite, most memorable moment in like tabletop gaming you've had, if you've played. You know, what's the most memorable moment that you remember of your character or of the party that you were playing with or the situation you were in, something like that. Let me know what memorable moment is. That'd be kind of cool. And also, if you have other things you'd like me to talk about, some information you want me to share, that kind of thing, let me know. If anything, I'll probably just dredge up some news articles and stuff from. Because I'm super into space, so I'll probably read off some cool things about space, like the return of Scott Kelly and the new stuff or how they want to set a space cargo container on fire to see what happens. Which is so cool. So yeah, but anyways, just let me know. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Be Happy. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment, love seeing that kind of thing, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys!